Hi, I'm Karina Lagrati. I'm the CureU coordinator, and I just wanted to introduce myself and make this video for um, anyone on the exec board and membership of the CureU chapters, just so you know a little bit more about Cure and about who you're talking to and you do communicate with Cure, and ways that I can be helping you and also letting you know what's going on here at headquarters. So, so I just want to introduce myself first. I'm Karina. I was born in Hungary. I can speak Hungarian. If anyone is Hungarian out there, let me know. I would love to talk to you. Um, and yeah, but I grew up in the US and I moved all over the place, Boston, Tampa, Florida. Um, and I went to college at Emory University in Atlanta. I majored in international relations in Chinese, and I was also president of a club that raised awareness and fundraised for children, orphans in China who had disabilities. And that was a large part of what I was doing in college, and I absolutely loved it. I'd studied abroad in China, and I'd seen the orphanages, I'd seen the condition that the kids were in, and that was something that was really on my heart. So um, my club ended up having a banquet and silent auction every year, and we'd have 300 people involved, and it was something that was like a cumulative process and something that evolved over the course of 4 years. And a lot of trial and error, but it was something that was also a lot of fun and something that we saw make an impact on the kids' lives. We were able to fund a heart surgery and like an intestinal surgery as well, and absolutely loved it. So if you guys have questions about throwing like large events, I may be able to help in terms of that. And yeah, so that's mostly what I did in college. Then I did a Fulbright in Taiwan. I was teaching English there. I love that as well. But that was also a time which really challenged my faith, um, through some things that happened in the club at Emory. I really felt like I had been a bad leader, and I was kind of, trying to deal with issues like that, and how being a leader and being a friend, went into play. And so when I went to Taiwan, I was, um, I had a blank slate with friends, and I started having a friend who had a lot of health issues, and it was really difficult for me, and I didn't know how to handle it when, she was really struggling with her health. So when I didn't know what to do, I just turned to gossip, and I saw how that really impacted her in a negative way. And that was probably the first time I really felt like contrition and guilt for my sin. And I think that helped me grow a lot in my faith, being her friend, and also like leaning on God in terms of how I was supporting her and how she was getting better as well. Um, so yeah, so that's probably the summary of what happened in Taiwan. I loved teaching. I loved being there, and um, yeah, it was a growing experience. Probably like a process of like being more mature. So then after Taiwan, I went to the University of Oklahoma for grad school. I was studying economics. Specifically, I wanted to study China-Africa relations. I went to South Africa for an internship. Um, and yeah, there in Oklahoma, I really got involved more with campus ministry, which was not something I was hugely a part of in college, but at OU, yeah, a lot of campus ministry, and I love that as well. Like, that was a really fruitful experience for me when school was becoming increasingly less fruitful. Because I was planning to go on to a PhD program, but then decided not to, and realized that my heart was really in campus ministry, and I loved interacting with students, and I mean friends, international students, graduate students, college students, like everyone, and just seeing how the gospel could be, um, like how you could tell the gospel on campus, and how you could just tell people about Jesus, and having it be like a natural progression. Um, and yeah, so I loved it, and we saw, God was doing amazing work there at OU, and I'm really grateful for that, for being there at that point in my life, especially. So yeah, so I finished up at OU and then I started working for Cure. So that's where I am right now. I love it so far. I've been here 1 month and we've already had a global directors conference, which is when the spiritual director, executive director, and medical director of each of the hospitals in our 10 hospitals around the world, and we have 30 we work in 30 countries total, including our specialty programs, which is clubfoot and hydrocephalus. And yeah, it was like a mini United Nations, and that was my first week on the job to really like get to meet people who are working in the field and who have all this insight about, you know, what is going on like a day-to-day basis in the hospitals. And it was really good for them to also talk with each other and get to know how we can network better with each other and just grow deeper as an organization. So that was amazing. Also, let's see. Yeah, there's a lot going on right now. We have a Chris Tomlin tour coming up beginning at the end of the month, and that's one way you guys could get involved. We are going across the US with Chris Tomlin. He's one of our board members, and he's going to be talking about Cure, and we're going to have a booth there, and yeah, people can, you know, contribute to Cure and they'll ask questions about Cure. And so we're looking for volunteers. We may be coming to a city near you. So look at the sign up sheet. Just sign up to volunteer there. It'll be going on through April. So yeah, so that's one way to get involved. I think would be a lot of fun. I'll be going to the concert here in Hershey. And yeah, so that's really exciting for us right now. Another thing is our Cure Kids coordinator positions. We have open positions right now, and that's, you know, something we're recruiting for mostly throughout the year. So if you are graduating or if you know of anyone who might be interested, basically it's a position where you are our storyteller in the hospitals. You get to meet the kids, you get to know their stories, you get to know their families. And if you have a heart for children, if you love Jesus, and if you love storytelling and photography, it's probably a really good fit for you. So yeah, just look into that position, be thinking about it, be praying about it, and tell your friends too if you think anyone would be interested in that. And for Cure U specifically, we have our symposium June 17th to the 19th, and it's going to be here in Harrisburg. And so that's basically a way for you guys to get to know people from other Cure U chapters, and to talk about, you know, maybe common issues that you've been having in your chapter and how you guys have been working it out, and also opportunity for you to meet staff here, get to know more about what Cure is, and, you know, how you could be bringing our mission of healing the sick and proclaiming the kingdom of God to your campuses. And yeah, so that's going to be a great opportunity if you can come. Yeah, June 17th to 19th here in Harrisburg. Going to be awesome. Also, I'm looking for a summer intern. That's something else I'll be recruiting for. So it's an unpaid internship, but yeah, I'll send out the whole description soon, but basically it'll just be helping me with Cure U. So if you're interested in something like that, let me know as well. I would love to be working with you. I think it would be awesome. Also, let's see. Oh, I also want to use this time to highlight what some of the chapters are doing. So Cure at the University of Pittsburgh is a rock star at Get Well Messages, and we got a compliment from the Chief Technology Officer from how well you guys are doing with Get Well Messages, so keep that up. Also, University of Denver has this awesome crutches idea where they got crutches, they painted it like our color of green, and they use the QR code which connects to their Facebook, and I think it's gonna be an amazing like awareness campaign. So I thought that was really cool. Texas A&M has Quest for the Cure, which is on Instagram, and that's been awesome as well. And Cal Poly had a benefit concert, which was really successful, and from the pictures, it looked awesome. So, and I've been able to Skype with some of you who are involved with that, and just hearing the stories about how it seemed like, there were difficulties, but then, seeing how God like worked it out and made everything just be a huge success. It was just really encouraging to hear. So yeah, so great job on that. Yeah, basically those are some of the highlights. I'm still getting to know you guys. Let me know when you have events, and post on social media. That's a great way for me to get the word out to the other chapters, and also for me to know like what you guys are doing, and like sharing ideas with each other. So definitely be on social media. We're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I'm doing a TBT next Thursday. If you post your baby pictures, you can get an awesome neon green sweatshirt. I sleep in it like every night, and it's like a great sweatshirt. So I'll be trying to do like more of these giveaways. I think it's, great for social media. And last thing is we have a prayer guide every month. So if you're thinking about, if maybe you're a spiritual director on your campus, and you're thinking about how can we be praying for Cure or anything like that, it's www.cure.org/pray. And so yeah, every month we have a prayer guide out, and that can probably help you guys in terms of that. I think that's all I have right now. Thank you so much for being involved with Cure U. I want to meet all of you and hug all of you, and I think you're awesome. I think you're doing a great job. For a lot of you, it's like your first year of being, on campus, and I think it's just really encouraging to see, like, how much progress you've already made, and I think it's really going to grow bigger and deeper and awesome all around. So keep up the good work. And yeah, new chapters as well, coming along. Great. Love you guys, and peace out.